Good morning, America. Another big day at work. And some price changes here, just a little bit. Because I gotta get some listings done. I don't think I did hardly any listings yesterday. But I'm gonna get some listings done on this other site. Gotta just keep on grooving. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day outside. I think it's about 70 or 75 right now. Thank you for joining me at work today and keeping me company. You are awesome. And it's good to see you. Let's see. Choose this one. Do. I think I want to split this collection up. I don't know. The problem is I don't have enough free ads. I really don't want to get into getting that bill. Even though I wished I could just list and list and list on here. But I don't want to pay that extra charge. Kind of think, if I can't sell 250 items, then there's something wrong with the picture, right? 2 auctions don't have a bid on them yet. I got one that ends in 13 hours. We'll see if they bid on it at the last minute. Be interesting. I don't really like to do the auctions because they don't pay. They never want to pay. They'll win and then they don't pay. It's like hell to get your money. eBay sure isn't what it used to be. Boy, I used to crank. I'm selling a little bit of stuff like I sold before years ago. But that stuff's not even moving. Tons of stuff to list, though. Tons and tons. Let's see, I think today's the holiday. I believe this is Easter Sunday. And so people might be out and about right now anyway. Might not be too much going on in the buying online industry today until the afternoon or evening. We'll see. Meantime, I still have to work. 7 days, 7 nights. Dun, da, da, da. I changed prices thinking, well, maybe it's just too high. I made it really dirt cheap shipping, changed that into dirt cheap shipping, and to work with the market, which I get way more views now. We're looking for sales. We need sales today. Right now I'm doing price changes on the computer on one of the sites. I'm doing the ones with the most views. Just doing some of those, a couple pages of those. And I'll decide if I want to do anything with any others later this afternoon. I do have room to do about 2 more listings on this site for free, but it depends what I run across today in my stock. If I find something I really got to list on there. I'm really kind of shooting towards getting all those baseball cards listed independently. I'd like to run every single one of them on auction and see what they bring instead of buy it now. Because some might be worth some money. I really don't have time to research all that. God, it just takes forever. And the time I spend researching all that stuff, then, I can be listing all kinds of items on my other site. I got printer ink so I can do my website because it can't be worked on at all because my server platform is outdated. They terminated it like a year ago and I'm still paying by the month. But I wanted to dupe everything because I have no way to send it over to another site because the thing's so old. So I'm just going to print it all off. It'd be truckloads of ink, which I've got some. So once I get that, which I really needed, then I can start making a new website with a different creator method there. One of the newer ones. Hopefully they don't terminate that. I was real good with that one I had. But they stopped it, so unfortunately. The only thing I didn't like about that one was the customer couldn't like make a basket. They had to purchase everything one by one. So that was one of the drawbacks. But I really didn't do many sales on there. That I had more sales. My top sales are in person, doing fittings and all that in person. And then next was, eBay and Amazon. So I have a lifetime membership at eBid, but I've sold like 3 things on there since 2005. So I don't mess with it too often. I go in there about once a year and put up some ads. It just doesn't do anything. I hate to discount this, but I'm going to. It's just stuff that needs to be sold. It's not making any money sitting here in a box. Okay, what have I got here? It's so beautiful today. I'm going to list some more baby clothes today, get those knocked out, some of those. I need my steamer, but it's back in my photo room with some boxes back there. I have to like dig it out. I really don't feel like doing all that. I should, but and then I need my children's mannequin for the bigger clothes. I should list all those, get those gone. I hope you're having a great day today. Still debating whether to use Macari's shipping or not. I kind of rather not. But thing is the customer pays for this shipping right there. So then I don't. The problem is that it needs to be exact or I get in trouble on my car. I was reading that yesterday. And that could be a problem because I don't really know what my shipping is till it's all packed up. So, and I don't want to be short because then it costs me money to ship to the customer. I'm losing money. But I like those. Some of those pirate ship prices are pretty rocking for shipping. It's really a cool deal. 31. This shoe is so pretty. Normally one of the most popular colors, but it hasn't moved. I sold a few of them on Etsy and it did real well. I really liked them. Do. So Tyler Nolan got demonetized. And here's a guy that has like, 24K subs. And he barely tries. He puts a vlog up like once a month or something. And he pays a guy to edit his stuff. He said yesterday he came on for one quick vlog. But he said yesterday he doesn't do the editing, that another guy does it and for him. He pays him for it and stuff. And I said, well, just go live all the time, But he didn't want to do anything because they demonetized him. And I said, well, you'll just kiss this channel goodbye, because you've got faithful viewers and subs. Just because they stopped your paycheck because you screwed up and violated, why are you going to put your viewers through that? He wanted everybody to write a letter to YouTube to turn him back on. And that's a dumb move too. Now you've put that on video, and that's kind of a low blow to bug the crap out of those people. The problem is he violated. And I'll tell you what he did. Him and his buddies go on these diving trips, and they video a lot. And it's some beautiful stuff. Like they go to Mexico and all kinds of really great places and dive. Beautiful, beautiful videos. And they're pretty funny characters, but he shared a video with his buddy. I guess the buddy put the video up first on YouTube, so that was under his monetization. And then Tyler did his later, and then he got slammed for running a video that was on somebody else's channel. And it was like, well, that's what you get. That monetization, they're only making one paycheck for one video. They're not letting 4 people have the same video and pay them all. It doesn't take a mental midget to figure that out. Other than the fact that he cusses all the time on his vlogs, and that's another problem with monetization. And I'll tell you why. They have some rules for the monetization does this thing where people will bid, companies will bid to have your vlog run their commercial. So say you're doing, Applegate food delivery, well, DoorDash is going to bid to try to buy that space for advertising because it goes with their business, but, if you have somebody, advertising children's clothes, they're not going to bid for commercial time on your blog. If you have, people doing, drinking or cussing or doing weird stuff, they don't want anything to do with it. So it kills your monetization, just like music. Unless you know how to do all that thing where you can put the music credits in and all that other junk, um, you're going to get slammed on monetization, for music playing. Not all of my vlogs with music playing, especially live music, have got slammed. It's just whoever, is holding the rights to the music. Anytime it hits the internet, then they're going to, slam them and they're going to collect on it. And so what will happen is if you've got music that's owned on your vlog, then you lose 100% of the monetization on that vlog. And it goes to the one who carries the rights to the music. So you just sent them more money, because you screwed up. Now, you can go on there and you can remove the music, parts of the music, or, well, parts of your video that have the music in it. You can, lift it out using the studio app. But, and then it'll remove that strike mark or demonetization. But, stuff like when you're cussing and stuff, one cuss word will screw you up on YouTube. It'll ruin you. There's 2 inches of fresh snow on the Texas Ridge. No. And you know how many people just love snow? It's like, no. When I was a kid and I grew up in California, I thought snow was just the prettiest thing. But, you had to drive to the mountains to go see the snow. Go out to Big Bear or something like that. And my parents used to like to take us, to go sledding and all that fun stuff. And my dad was an avid skier. Okay. He loved surfing, skiing, all that. Navy guy. And so, my mom was kind of the one to hang out with us to play in the snow for about a second. And then that was over with. And then, my dad would, hang out with us. But, I just thought it was the neatest thing. And then once you move from California and start heading south, which my first stop was Oklahoma, I hated snow. Absolutely hated it. And are there bears in Florida? Oh, sure there are. One, we're tropical weather, and two, we're very foresty. You know what I mean? We have trees, and we have all the stuff that California's missing now. California is just like the land of concrete. Yep. But, yeah, I always thought snow was great till I left California. But, yeah, the biggest problem is when you move to a place that snows, and has really dreadful winters and stuff. It's the part where you can't just get in the car and drive. You have to dig the car out. And that's every day. They don't have snowplows in a lot of these places. The city doesn't even own one. So don't think that, they just come by and clean all the streets off like other places, because they don't. So you better pray that you have a truck. That's why I think a lot of girls in the South drive a truck, because they can, get through those extreme weathers like that. And people putting chains on tires, man, we used to do that going to the mountains, and then you take them off when it's clear. But people don't put chains on tires in the South. You don't see it. If you really think I was going to get up and go to work and dig out, the walkway from my door to the car, and then, dig out the driveway so I can get the car out, and do you think I'm really getting down on my hands and knees to put some damn chains on my car by myself? It's a big trick to put chains on a car. You unlatch them all, and then you kind of hang it over the tire, and then you got to move the tire a little bit more, and then put it over the other side, and then got to move the tire a little bit more, and then you connect it all up. That's one tire. Do you really want to be out there in, 20-degree weather or less playing the tire chain game? That's why you don't see people in the South with tire chains on their tires. It's just not a thing. It's just like in Florida. You always know a tourist. You know why? because they're always wearing that Hawaiian shirt and children attached, and they use umbrellas, and their umbrellas always blow inside out, and you always know it's a tourist because we don't use umbrellas in Florida. We don't. Um, and yeah, it seriously rains sometimes. I mean, big bad serious rain is nothing compared to California. California is a joke when they get all paranoid over rain over there. That's like a dusting. It's like, dude, you ought to go to the south of Florida, man. You don't know what rain is till you're in it 10 seconds, and it's like you just got out of a shower. That's rain. But yeah, real people that live in Florida don't use, umbrellas. I have umbrella everywhere. I probably have two in my office. I probably have two in each storage and one in the car. And I have never opened one in years. Um, I don't even know why I have them. You know. Um, but I mean, yeah, in Florida you're just used to it. We have 5 minute rains. Why bother running to go get an umbrella when it's going to stop in a second? Or we might have rains for many days, and it's just like you choose to go in it or not. But we don't need umbrellas. We just walk to the car. We go to the store. We walk to the car. We're just kind of used to it. And if you're going to look that bad, if the water's going to hit you, and you're going to look that bad, and you're worried about it because of the weather, then I feel sorry for you. You know, um, it's just a thing. You know. So let's see. 2 inches of fresh snow on the Texas Ridge, Idaho. Happy Easter to you. Idaho, you got that place where things are going on over there. That's messy over there right now. I just don't know. And the guy that does What's Inside YouTube channel? He had a really beautiful vlog yesterday. You got to see it. It's just charming. Um, and he had Make-A-Wish Foundation contact him to meet a young child. And the kid got to spend the whole day with them at their house. And it was like the kid had been there a million times before. It was just the most neat video I've probably seen in a long time. And probably the best video that guy's ever put out. But he's out in Idaho, and I was very shocked. I learned that yesterday. I'm like, Idaho? And he just built a bigger house, too, in Idaho. I was like, really? I kind of thought maybe he was somewhere else, like maybe, California or Florida or something like that. I sure didn't imagine him being in Idaho. But great vlog, though. You do need to see him. It's What's Inside. When his boy Lincoln was real little, they used to cut stuff up. And they would, to get something and put a saw right through it and then show it to everybody on YouTube so they could see what was inside. And they did a majority of things. It was really wild. It's like, you're not cutting that open, are you? Let's see. I hope you keep an eye out for those little lever-operated bells children attached to their bicycle handlebars. I'll need one eventually for my motorcycle. Oh, the old ching-ching bell. Do you know what? I bought my neighbor a bell that also had an LED light and some other stuff for his bicycle because he quit driving because he was shot in the head in NOLA. Innocent passerby. And so all he did was ride a bicycle. And then his wife had 2 cars. Like she needed 2 cars. And, he would never drive. And so he rode a bicycle everywhere to go to work every day. And I said, man, and the guy's black, she's white. And it's like, dude, I was telling my daughter, I'm like, God, they can't even see him at night. And I said, I ran across some deal where I picked up really cheap, brand new tags, everything, some bicycle stuff. And I got a little ding ding bell and with a lever. And then it also had like LED lights that worked on it, that flickered when you did the bell. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And I mean, yeah, it's a grown man's bike, but hey. And so we got that and some other stuff. I think a light for the front, a light for the back, some other little goodies. so he would be safe riding his bike back and forth. Other than the fact he was a chef at a restaurant we used to go to a lot, and it was kind of like a tip from us, doing some kind for somebody. But so we got all the stuff together, and then when we saw him next, we said, "Hey, we got something for your bike." And so we gave him all the stuff, and he only put part of that stuff on, and but one of those items was the little bell with the lever and the flippy lights. But yeah, you haven't seen any of those around lately, because I can keep my eye out. I didn't know if they'd stop making them or not, because I just bought one a couple years ago for my neighbor. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. If I don't make any sales today, I swear. But yeah, so anyway, Tyler Nolan on YouTube, he does some, he's a tattoo artist for like 15, 20 years, has his own tattoo shop, and has other people working for him. And then he has a real nice house out around Tampa on the water with his own dock and a little powerboat. And he loves to dive. And um, he loves animals, like reptile animals. It would be cool to buy it from you, a professional antiques hunter. You know what? I'll keep an eye out. I don't. Well, I might have some in the storages because I got a bunch of bicycle accessories that are brand new in the storages in a box. I don't think they're in here in my office, but I may have one. I may actually have a whole kit with all the bits in it, brand new, because I bought some kits a couple years ago. One because I did a scooter for my daughter, and I put a front light, back lights, and bell, and all kinds of goodies on there, and got her a helmet and everything, just so she could ride the thing like 2 blocks away to her work or whatever. But I went ahead and bought some of the other kits. They were on closeout, and I just really thought they were cool because they had all the stuff. And uh, so I do have some, but I'm pretty sure they're in the storages in some boxes. And I've got one of the storages about 1/4 emptied out into my office. That is what I'm listing and on the sites. So, but otherwise, if I see some in my travels, I'll pick some up and we'll get that to you. Um, we could do like live sales on YouTube, or you could just PayPal it to me, and I'll ship it out to you. But because I've done live sale on YouTube, I did a jewelry one. But they've got another platform that my friend in California that does used clothes. He's doing an auction. I think it's today, where he's selling for $100 a box, full of outfits. Hey, yeah. Thanks for coming by, Jeffrey. Appreciate you, man. I hope you have a really great, blessed day and a profitable day. So, gotta make a note about the bicycle bill. If I knew exactly where it is, I would go get it. But I'm not sure. It could be in one of the two storages. So, but that's funny. He asked me about that. He's doing a total rebuild on his motorcycle, and then he wants to come down from Idaho to Florida and run around and do some door dashing and stuff. on his motorcycle. I think it's great. I think it's totally awesome. Um, so yeah, he'd get around, especially all the big money orders out there in Destin. He'd get right through that traffic. Yep, boom, boom. Not a problem. Put it anywhere. Deliver the food. Not a problem. That would be iconic. I bet he'd make about 400 a day on Didi delivering food in Destin. He'd just be banging away. And you don't burn any gas. You get like 50, 60 miles a gallon on those things. That's pretty cool. I love it. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. I thank you guys for the thumbs up. You rock. That's funny. He wants that little bell. They're too cute. I know somebody has one of those little bells on a golf cart. It's really funny when they ring it. Crack you up. So I was at the Dollar Tree yesterday, and uh, in the evening I went by there, hoping there wouldn't be too many people, and there wasn't really at first. And I just went in and I got 3 items. I got a little sandwich to heat up in the micro. I got a beverage and some salad dressing because I keep forgetting to get that salad dressing and I have salad left. And so, and it's a nice refreshing thing to eat at times. So anyway, I go to wait in line and the lady before me walks to the next line. And well, she was bouncing back and forth, and I'm like, really? And it was like, man, make up your mind. And so then she finally decided to stay in the other line. So here I am, and I'm waiting behind this woman, and she and her little girl that looks about 10, we're standing there yip yapping. And it's like, man, get that crap on the bill so I could go. So they've got like 300 items, I guess. It was for a little Easter egg hunt or something because they only had like 5 baskets, but they didn't remember the baskets or something. No, it was the grass, that fake grass you put in the basket. But now they're asking the checker for the fake grass. And he's like, yeah, we got it up front. They put all their holiday stuff at the front window, and then they put it in another place. But most all that stuff's in the front window. Anyway. Now they've decided to leave the check stand, including the checker, to show them where this stuff is. I'm like, no, you're not. And that is like the slowest place in town to check out. I don't care if you have 1 item or 3 items. These people take you 20 minutes to check you out. So anyway, I'm standing there with my 3 little items. And I'm like, mother God, all I want to do is purchase this and get out. So they've all left the check stand. I'm standing there waiting. They've only got 1 other checker. They got all these people waiting to check out with only just a few items. And so then they finally come back and I'm like, geez, this guy could have stayed at the check stand and checked the stuff out, so we could get rolling, I mean, if you don't have all your stuff, don't come to the check stand. Or buy what you got and then go back and get what you need and go wait in line again. Don't freaking hold people up. And so anyway, they're still checking out. And then the lady says, gosh, I don't know how people come in here just to buy 1 or 2 items. That's just stupid, ridiculous, this, that, and the other. I'm standing there with 3 items. Well, she had like 300 or 400, And, that was kind of insulting, man. And then she kept rattling on about it as they're bagging her stuff up, checking it out. And she's looking all around the store. I mean, just talking like a lunatic. Probably a freaking tourist because they always act stupid when they come here. So she kept mouthing off. And I said, I always come in here to just buy 1 or 2 items. And she goes, well, God, that's just stupid. I don't know how you do it. It's like, you want to turn around and give him a good slap, What an idiot. How rude. 1, I just don't have the money. 2, I only go there when I only have to buy a couple things and slide out of there. And I go there real early in the morning when they open or real late at night right before they're closing. So I can usually just get in and out real quick. And sometimes I have to go there when there's a crowd. But still then, I'm only picking up a couple things. Because, there's so much great stuff to buy in there, and I just don't have the money to be buying everything up. It was very usual for me when I was running another business for like 5 years to buy, 30 items every time I went in. Because, it pertained to the business. But, for me, just personally, like, there's nothing I really need to be buying. I have tons of stuff to retail. And so, I go out to just get a few things here and there. I make a list so that I remember. And when I go to get in the car, I take the list with me. And if it's feasible in my travels, just stop and pick up whatever item then I'll pick it up in my travels. Otherwise, it'll be for the next time. But that way, I remember and I don't forget important things that I might need. But that was pretty weird. How do you open your mouth like that and insult people in the store? Because, like I say, she was like the only one with a whole bunch of crap. You know, the rest of us only had a few, and you'd have thought she'd have turned around and said, "Hey, go ahead and let her check out or something," because I only had a few items. You know, I've done that sometimes. It can be problematic in other stores, like if you're at a corner store, gas station, or something, because people, as soon as you let them do it, then they're going to take the next 20 years looking at lottery tickets or something, and it's like you totally regretted letting them go because they're going to abuse the privilege you gave them to go ahead of you when you were the one that's been waiting in line the longest. So, yeah. But sometimes people just have really big, stupid mouths. But anyway, getting back to old Tyler Norland, you know, his channel is kind of neat, but he just, as soon as he got demonetized like 3 or 4 weeks ago, he just decided to stop vlogging. He said his best friend told him, don't do any YouTube vlogs because while you're demonetized. And it's like, no, you just let down your subs if you're just going to stop vlogging because they're not going to pay you anymore. What did you do before you got monetized? Did you just not vlog all that time to get all those thousands of subs? No. So, yeah, he thinks it's not fair and this and the other, but hey, he did that vlog yesterday and he must have cussed like every sentence for 30 minutes. Right there. You violated. I mean, he's not thinking. I don't think he realizes the rules, and he needs to go back and read all the rules for YouTube monetization so that he understands that. Because they have rules. You want to make that paycheck, they've got rules. And he was just crying about how his kid doesn't have that money every month like he's used to, and he's getting ready to buy a house and sell the house he's got. He was supposed to already move out of that house that he's got. I don't know what happened with that deal because they were like, we're going to move out right away. But he's, then he was going to go buy a house after he married. It's like, well, that's dumb. But I don't know, maybe the deal fell through or something because he's still in that house. But, yeah, I mean, he's going to read those rules and get updated there. Because, 2 wrongs do not make a right. You got demonetized for sharing a video with another guy and let him put it up first, and then you get slammed for putting up, material that's already been used for monetization somewhere else, and it was yours to begin with. Well, too bad. And then you're going to turn around and start cussing on your blog and stop vlogging because you're not getting paid now. That just disappointed me. You're not a faithful YouTuber. I've lost monetization 2 times, okay? But I still vlog and endlessly vlog. And even if I don't do a vlog one day, tomorrow I'm doing 5 of them, because I want my average to be 1 vlog a day. It keeps the viewers coming. If you disappear, it's like watching a TV show, Batman come on a certain time every night. And people are going to be home and be there at that time to watch that show. Because they're avid subs, And then the minute it gets, removed because of the presidential election speeches or some crap, and you have to sit through all that to see if they're ever going to put the show on, and they turned out, running out of time, and so you never get to see, your show. You have to put up with crap like that, but, if you're a YouTuber, you just keep on keeping on, man. That's the whole idea of it. You've developed your own TV show. It's your own series, Like Inspirational Nomad says, like 80% of your job is showing up. And that's a fact. The first thing you got to do is show up. And so that's what it's all about, man. I have several friends that, are YouTubers that started out small and have been small for years and never got monetized. And I'm like, man, you got to vlog every day. And where did I learn that? Casey Neistat. That's right. He was the iconic YouTuber. Oh my gosh. This guy knows YouTube inside and out. Okay. And now he hardly ever vlogs, which is really disappointing because he's got a gigantic following, like in the millions. And now he like never vlogs because his wife doesn't like him too. Now maybe he's had some danger and stuff in his life from YouTube. You have to be careful. You don't want to, like, give out your address or your license plate number and put pictures up of your kids currently and stuff like that. Um, there are stalkers and stuff. You don't want to get into a lot of controversial things because they will hunt you down. There's a girl, Jennifer Vaughn, that's on YouTube, and she started doing a lot of the Watts stuff and all these murderous things and that, and doing talks on all that, and voicing her opinion and letting other people get on there, and the people will say some really crazy stuff, um, and in their comments, and then she'll vlog the front of her house or the car she's driving, or tell them she's a school teacher and in what city and all that stuff. And it's like, dude, and she's even got students watching, minors watching, and she's going through all these murderous talks. And I said I would be really careful because people that are friends with that guy or think he's truly innocent, they're going to hunt you down. And so you're putting yourself at super high risk, getting involved in all that stuff. Um, you don't have the protection. Um, yeah, it might bring you a lot of views and monetization and all that junk, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a dangerous way to fly. You know, you don't want to get into stuff like that. And Casey Neistat likes to try to keep his stuff happy. He made a statement in one of his How to YouTube vlogs. How he tries to keep stuff pretty much, on the high end, happy. And that does help because people don't want to really come to hear you say bad stuff. Unless it's something they're invested in, like maybe they had a bad experience at a particular workplace. It's a chain. And there's other people that are YouTubing stuff like that, saying they're having problems too. That could be beneficial. But um, getting into all this other stuff that, they're using lawyers and judges and all that. And I'm not going to say it's always fair, but um, let it be. Don't risk your life over, things like that. There's plenty more stuff. This girl skateboards and surfs and all that other, do those vlogs, you know, get all of that other stuff out. But hell, I was on there one time and she said, I was real big. I was the one that got her into vlogging and going live and then getting her monetized and all that stuff. And I really helped her a lot. And then you know, uh, she turned around and she said in an answer to one of my comments one day and said, "Well, you're trans, right?" And I was like, "Where the hell did that come from? And how rude. What if I was trans? That's not nice, you know?" Because no, I'm not trans. I was born a girl. I'm 100% all original factory parts, and I'm still a girl. Okay, I'm not trans. Nothing. I'm not dyke. I'm not gay. I'm not any of those things. I'm just a regular girl. So, and I have friends that are gay. I have friends that are trans. Um, I have friends that are dykes, even bull dykes, they call them. And I don't care. That's their business. What they do in their bedroom is their business. What they love is their business. Everybody, if we were all the same, would be sure boring. So, variety is the spice of life. Um, and people do what they're going to do. It's their choice of what their taste is. It's just like if I like Hershey's chocolate bar and you don't, well, that's your taste. I'm not going to hate you for it. We're all different. So, I have better things to sweat and worrying about if somebody likes what I like or doesn't like or or if my friends are different than me, you know, they wouldn't be my friends if you know, if I cared about the difference. And I don't. I love people. I learn from people. I don't know about you, but I learn from people. So, um, I like to have a very diverse set of friends. And I have friends that are just acquaintances. I have friends that are good friends. I have friends for life. I have all kinds of friends. I earned that. But I have friends that have been in the penitentiary. That's right. I just like them for them. You know, until they do me wrong or something, then that's another story. But um, I I try to give everybody a chance in life. If what if it were me? You know what I mean? Would I want everybody to hate me? I mean, of course, there's some things that are 100% acceptable, whether you were guilty or not. And that crap's on your record. Um, that's something you need to deal with. And I may not want to be your friend because if I can't hear all the sides of the story, all three sides, that one from you, the one from the other person, and the in between, and then make my total judgment on the deal, then obviously it's like somebody going in and pleading guilty on something they didn't do. Dude, you took that charge, pal. You It made me really wonder if you went there and played guilty against something you didn't do, because if it were me, I'd be sporting that orange jumpsuit till they cut me loose and said I'm sorry and gave me back pay for every day. There is no damn way. And I think there'd be several people lined up behind me doing the same thing. And I've never been to jail, so I don't know a lot about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know quite a bit about the courts and should have been a lawyer, but I'm not. I just am not going to do another 10 years of college. I did 10 years already. So um, I just am not feeling like it. There are some things I'd love to go back and take, but I just don't have the time right now. Maybe when I get real old, where you get to go in free to the college and do classes, because you could do that. Then maybe I'll go do that and go play around being free student at some of the colleges for some classes that I would be interested in. But again, I mean, supplies, everything is so expensive. If you're not paying tuition, everything else is expensive. But it's a great learning thing. You know, don't think there aren't things that I'd still like to learn how to do. Because I know how to do a lot of things, but I still have an interest to learn some other things that I don't know. Now, if I ever use them, I don't know, but it's stuff that I would love to learn. I would love to learn how to set ceramic tile with grout. I would really love to learn how to do that. I would like to try to make an effort to try to rebuild the transmission again, which I gave up. Um, I would try to make an effort to rebuild the Rochester Quadrajet 4 carburetor because I gave up. Because maybe I would be able to do it now. I don't know. Maybe I would still hate it. Who knows? When you stop learning, that's the end of life. You know what I mean? Learn something new every day. Make a new friend every day. That's makes life go round. Do something kind for a stranger. Makes you feel good. I mean, I'm a baby dirt poor, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm filthy rich with knowledge and friends. Okay, and learning every day. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. And I don't care whether it's a holiday or not. I just want you to have a nice day. I got this computer plugged in, and part of these pages don't want to load. I think this internet's kind of sucky. It's problematic, but hey, it's better than dial-up ever was. I was running on dial-up back in the day, doing Amazon and eBay. That's all I could get out there where I was at. And oh God, it's so slow. And this one's kind of not far from it at times. It's real poopy. It says you can run 15 items on this thing, but I've had 3 up on it and it was struggling. Oh my, oh my. Price changes, price changes. I'm going to have to start listing here shortly, and I got to use my phone for it. If I could get one of these other ones up and just run the YouTube on that, it'd be great. But I don't have time to play with it right now. I got them all back on the internet where they'll run, but I have to get them set up so they can run and sign into a bunch of junk. I hate when you got to put passwords in and everything, and so much stuff to do. Sure got a lot of views on eBay. Where are the buyers? I think eBay is so rigged. Well, I'm going to have to go to that other site and fool with that. Oh my gosh. Well, that was cool. I hadn't seen Roxanne in a couple days. I wonder where Roxanne's at. Roxanne's always working. Roxanne works for the bank online, and then does that website with those games on there. Oh, big day today, big day. I need to go to the washateria. Today would probably be a really good day to do it. Nobody would be there. It takes like hours to do one load of laundry, you know what I mean? So different than doing it at your house. You know? We can do it as the day goes along. I need to go check Daily Refinement on YouTube. His sale, I think it's today. And he's doing it on that other auction platform. Tyler Nolan was talking about going on it to do his t-shirts or something. And he said he had to pay out too much. Well, surely if Daily Refinement's selling for what he sold in the past for like $1,000 tennis shoes and stuff like that. He must not be paying it much. There's a massive difference between a $35 t-shirt and a $1,000 pair of tennis shoes. That guy's Oriental, man. They're really smart, those Orientals. Well, you guys, okay. I got 3 thumbs up. Yay. I love you guys. Do something kind for somebody, and I'll see you in the next one.